Dear parishioners and friends of St. Mary's Parish, Happy Easter. I hope this message finds you and your loved ones healthy and well. On behalf of Father Oscar and myself, I wanted to share that we remain grateful and feel so blessed to be here among you. As you may know, we are continuing to discuss and discern ways to operate efficiently and effectively in our pastoral leadership of the community, given our limitation with the languages spoken here. But we are hopeful that we will keep finding ways to build bridges. We have truly enjoyed getting to know you and to rejoice with you as we see more and more of you returning to be with us in person at Mass. For we have been learning about the rich history, the many opportunities for ministry and service here, and the vibrant potential we have as a faith family in the future. I'm so excited to announce that the first phase of the major limestone repair and restoration of the front or western facade of the church is almost complete. You may recall that this project, which required all that scaffolding, was only focused on securing loose stones that were in danger of falling, on tuck pointing, and on waterproofing the steeples and the front part of the church. There were, as many of you know, many unfortunate delays to this work due to the pandemic and other complications. But this first and very important part of the project is almost complete. Thank you to all who have contributed so generously to date. It was a truly amazing first step, and I'm so inspired by the commitment of so many of you for your caring of your spiritual home, this house of the Lord and architectural gem in Indianapolis. This past year has been less than ideal in so many ways, but we have made choices to show how people and certain things are most important in our lives. This is true with what we have been accomplishing here at St. Mary's. St. Mary's Church is an anchor and a source of stability for us. Thank you for all you do to sustain and care for the legacy of faith and service here. While we know that this phase of work on the repair and restoration of the church is just beginning, I am confident that we will continue to make strides to accomplish this significant and important work. We are in the process of planning a major capital campaign for the remaining parts of the project. We will probably participate in that campaign in 12 to 18 months from now, and we will call upon both all the members of this parish family as well as our friends and neighbors from the wider community. I know we will be successful. However, I come to you today because I have become aware of a significant opportunity that I don't want us to miss and that could save us a substantial amount of money down the road. As I mentioned, only part of the repair and restoration work could be funded and accomplished in this phase of the project. It should be done at the end of April. Normally, at that time, they would dismantle all of the scaffolding, and it would have to be reassembled later down the road to finish the project. In fact, the remaining limestone repair and restoration work on the upper portion of the west facade, the front facade of the church, encompassing the towers and belfries, is all that would require the use of the scaffolding in place today. I have been told that to complete that portion of the work, could be accomplished for approximately $475,000 more. And the work could begin right away and be completed within 6 months from now. It will be beautiful. Then the scaffolding could come down for good and not need to be reassembled. It has been a necessary sacrifice and inconvenience for us to have the scaffolding in place. It will be so good to be done with it once and for all. But my friends, here's the real reason I come before you today. If we can continue the additional scope of work that requires the scaffolding, we will save the cost of having to pay to put the scaffolding back up at a later date, which equates to approximately $300,000. So I bring this before you today in the event that there may be a small number of parishioners and friends who would be willing and able to make a cash donation, a pledge, perhaps to be paid out over 3 years, and or a gift of stock. It has been a very good year for many in the stock market, to help us save $300,000 right now on this important work of repairing and restoring our church. Of course, this will not look like our major campaign that we hope to do next year. What is needed on this occasion is the support of this focused effort among those who would make a lead gift or a major contribution in the form of a pledge and or a donation that can help us raise these funds in cash or pledges within the next week. You heard me right. Within the next week. If it is not possible to secure the total amount in cash and pledges, then I will need to instruct the contractors to remove the scaffolding in the first week of May so that we do not begin to incur the $20,000 per month rental fee that we would be charged to keep it in place. Then, of course, down the road, we would have to pay to have it reassembled. Here's some good news. We have received word that we may utilize $125,000 of funding from a Sacred Places grant that we have recently been awarded. That means I am seeking a small group of major donors to help me identify a remaining $350,000 to fund the scaffolding-dependent repairs and work on the front facade of the church. I didn't want this opportunity to pass without giving the community the opportunity and the chance to secure a significant savings for the parish by donating right now. I'm so happy also to announce that one family in the parish has generously offered a matching funds challenge gift of $50,000. This wonderful gift will help us get started well. They have offered to match dollar for dollar the first donations to this focused raising of funds up to $50,000. We are already on our way. While the wider community will be asked to make a pledge and donate at many different giving levels and amounts later, when we have time to conduct a full and complete campaign, I'm asking prayers from everyone now. I'm asking for a few who may be able to make an impactful lead gift. Please contact the parish office on or before this Friday, April 30th, to indicate if you can or if you intend to support this initiative to save us $300,000 at this time. If it's God's will and we can do it, we will. If not, then we will absorb that cost down the road to keep moving forward with this important work of repair and restoration. I ask those who are willing to consider a gift for this opportunity to please contact myself or Maureen Riley by this Friday, April 30th, and we will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you for your time, and please pray for this important opportunity before us. God bless you all.